everyone, my name is Arielle and welcome back to my channel. This is my husband Sam and we are currently on a continuation of last week's road trip. Last night we had the great privilege to sleep at a truck stop rest area in Salina, Utah, which is a pretty stark contrast to the amazing campsite that we had in Moab, but it's okay, it's all worth it. Like I said in last week's vlog, I got an email about a cool opportunity and we decided to just continue on our way. So we are actually headed to the Zion area to do a little bit of glamping. It is going to be a short but sweet trip because today is Tuesday and we have to be home by Friday before 6 p.m. to pick up our dog from daycare. So we're really gonna like cruise out, try to pack in as much as we can in a short period of time. But we're super excited. We haven't been to the Zion area in quite a few years and we get to try some glamping, which is always fun. So now we're just going to bust out a little bit more miles to get us headed in that direction. We're thinking maybe a bike ride today along the way, maybe in like St. George, Utah, and then we will be headed to the glamping and we have some really fun stuff planned for tomorrow and maybe an early morning mission Thursday morning to do Angel's Landing or something like that. I guess we'll have to see. I almost like get scared telling you my plans because almost never do we do exactly what we had planned. But as of right now, that's the plan. So we're gonna hit the road and we'll see you soon. Good morning. Yes, it is officially the next day, and if it seems like yesterday's vlogging just ended super abruptly and wasn't very cohesive, that's because I ran out of storage on my memory card. So I got everything all cleared off last night. We're working with a fresh, clean slate memory card, which is awesome because we have some really fun adventures planned for today and tomorrow. Right now we're in the van making breakfast, but we actually stayed last night in this cool glamping area. It's called Zion Glamping Adventures. And we're gonna go on a nearby hike here, which looks really cool. It is Wednesday as I'm filming this, and Wednesday is a big work day for me as far as nutrition coaching. So I will have to come back and get on the Wi-Fi a little bit, respond to all my amazing clients and see how they're doing for the week. And then I think we'll probably just hang out by the campfire, have a nice, lovely evening, and head out for some other adventure tomorrow before we have to head back to Colorado. So for now, we're gonna make some breakfast and get ready to go on our hike. Oh man, my face is so shiny. I just put on my oil for the night. After our hike, we got back to our zone, again at like the glamping spot, and busted out some work. I had to work for a few hours, and now we're just making dinner. It's that point of the trip where we've eaten like all of the fresh foods, so we're kind of just living off of leftovers and whatever we can figure out. So what I'm doing is super lazy way of cooking, combining these like, what are they? Tasty Bite coconut squash dal packets with our leftover quinoa and our leftover shredded chicken from the fridge, putting it in one of these silicone stasher bags, and then literally boiling some water and just gonna heat this up through the bag because we won't have to do dishes.
Hate dishes.
Yes, we're that lazy. I mean, we have the sink and everything, but I didn't tell you guys the sink actually is been broken, so we've been having to use the big jug, which again, it's fine, but it's just not the most fun to do dishes in the van. So whenever we can avoid it, we definitely do. Also, probably hard to tell in this light, when we were in Moab, I see all these little like bites on my forehead. When we were in Moab, we were sitting outside by our campsite, and these little like bugs were trying to bite us. But what's so interesting is like I have all the skin exposed, I have the rest of my face, and like I think I even had short sleeves, but they wanted to like burrow up into my hat line. So I have like 7 or 8 bites, but they're all along where my hat line was, and they are so itchy. But our plan from here is just to eat our lazy man dinner. It actually looks really tasty, but it sounds really tasty, but definitely on the lazy side. And then I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Like always, things don't go as planned, so we don't really know. We might just be like making a long drive home. We might be going on a bike ride. We might be going on some other sort of an adventure. I will fill you in when we know. But I think that's it for tonight, so I will see you guys tomorrow morning. About what was happening, but this whole trip here in Zion and like the Zion area came together really quickly and last minute, and so there's been a lot of moving parts. So we are officially on our way to do a side-by-side adventure in these coral pink sand dunes, and then a hike through this slot canyon called Peek Boo Canyon, and apparently there's more than one, but it sounds really awesome. So that's where we're headed. I'm super excited, and yeah, can't wait to show you all the things. super fun. I have so much sand, like in my pants, in my shoes. That hike to the petroglyph area was super cool, but it was mostly like hiking through sand. So I definitely need to dump all that out before we get back in the van because it is excessive. Rocks up here, and this actually wasn't the end of the canyon until about 3 years ago. We used to go back another mile or so, but I guess there was a big flood in 2018 and it knocked a bunch of like rocks and debris, and there's been some like big logs and stuff, and now this is the end. So we turn around here. He was really nice and knowledgeable, but really good at driving it. Like, he would take us around these big bank turns and like over these really steep sand dunes, and I would get all nervous thinking like, oh my god, like we're gonna roll, but it was just so smooth every single time. And I asked him if he's ever rolled one, and he said no. So with the amount that he takes those things out and what he does on them, I'm impressed, because those things can really handle. Sam now wants one.
He's a badass, and I definitely want one.
But I told him that we just don't have room in the van for it.
I want to be like him.
So anyways, now we are just getting ready to actually make our way back to Colorado. We have to be home for a few days for some stuff, and then we're actually gonna hit the road again. This is like our big adventure time of year. This spring in Colorado, once the resorts close, tends to be like mud season, and there isn't quite as much to do where we live, so we like to get out and, you know, use this time to adventure. So we'll have plenty more adventures coming out your way soon, but for now we're gonna hit the road and head back home to Colorado. So we will see you in the next vlog. Oh, and as always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you soon.
Bye.